Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Gonna get going here in a second. As you can see, we got our new schedule up. Check it out. Oh, kicking the gameplay out. There we go. So, where are we? We were getting ready to go visit Kaisar. There we go. Let me know if the audio needs any adjusting. We're working on getting that perfect, but feedback is appreciated. So we played last Thursday, and Benny ran away. So we're going to travel to Cottonwood Cove and take the barge up the river to the fort. This could end poorly, or this could end great. Guess we'll have to find out. is it an empty stim pack?
This just in.
I don't want that.
Persons are saying that there's been little contact
Expect me
between
to work
traders from Nipton
to get
in
my...
recent days, causing concerns
I guess it wasn't an empty stim
isolated
pack.
town may be in trouble. In other news, scavengers
Weird.
report hulking individuals moving around Hidden
Maybe I
Valley
just
after
saw
dusk, but have been unable to identify them due
the
to
wrong
low
thing.
visibility.
Alright,
Today's
well, that
headlines
looks
were brought
like
to you by Prem.
downstairs.
Prem.
Downstairs.
Other
This
new
pillows
Vegas.
looks nice.
More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Spoopy music. Very, very spoopy.
Hey.
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
This guy looks like a con.
Please, help me.
Who did this to you? Like, I don't know.
Legion caught me. Said this was the penalty for drug runners. Please, let me down.
You're smuggling drugs?
Please, for the love of God, let me down.
I can't.
No, please, don't leave me here.
Anders, they're not giving me the choice.
Hey,
Whoa.
you got a second?
Sure. What is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we
She
don't
sound
change
muffled
course,
to you guys?
we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
Should I just send her back? I'll take you back there first chance I get. We do have to go talk to the Brotherhood. I gotta talk to Kaisar first.
Great, thanks, thank you. I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
They're non-ugly children. Well, we gotta go meet with Kaisar. Do you want to just head there now? I feel like I can take Eddie, but I feel like Veronica... Like, if we have to make some decisions that Veronica doesn't like... Not that I can think of any that we'd make that she doesn't like, but... I don't know. I can't let Anders down. This is just a slave. Maybe I can talk to somebody about getting Anders down. Welcome to Cottonwood Cove. Nice place you got here. Lovely decoration.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
You halt. Show mark of Kaisar. I was invited. I go where I please. I guess we better show him the mark of Kaisar.
You wear the mark of Kaisar. You must be who Cursor Lucullus is waiting for.
Well,
You
yeah.
may continue, but be warned. Mark or no, we will not tolerate aggressive action by visitors in the camp.
How aggressive? Can I?
Awe.
Awe. Hello? Looks like some roughly built camp area.
Awe.
Awe! This looks like the office building. I can't go in it. I guess we have to go straight down and talk to Kaisar. There's something to discover over here, another location that's right next to us. I wonder if it's this. Eh? These look like hot boxes. You do not want to be putting those. This looks like a shack. Can I climb it? Are we gonna Skyrim this? Come on. Come on. Nope. Alright, let's just go talk to Kaisar. Hey, Veronica, I'm gonna ask you to stay here. Just in case I have to do some unpleasant things to Benny.
Should have brought something to read.
Yeah, it might be a minute. I'm gonna go do a lot of reading myself. Hey, nice barge.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
Mm-hmm. Who are you?
I am Cursor Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go?
What'll happen at the fort?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Kaisar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Kaisar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor.
Who are you calling dissolute?
All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough.
Well, what have I done to earn this honor?
You'd know better than I would, but you must be remarkable for Caesar to take such an interest.
Well, I'm ready.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
Adam says...
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
Adam says intro looks way better. I think so too. Did you like it? Joshua Graham. And then I just got into Vegas and talked to Mr. House. So you're right behind me. Breathing down my neck. What is considered a banned item?
Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items.
I have to bring them along. A congenital heart defect.
I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp. But I will allow this one exception. You may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort.
Why can't I just continue on?
Caesar strictly forbids the use of chems and alcohol. By his order, all visitors must also relinquish their arms upon entry. If you come in peace, then there is no reason to not disarm. You will not be harmed unless Caesar wills it.
Okay.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave. Awe, true to Caesar.
Well, this place looks very friendly. Whoa, bro! Little close. Do you mind? Is this where all our stuff gets
Some
stored?
of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
What was that?
Awe.
Adam says he got 30,000 caps now and haven't even touched the casinos. Yeah, I had quite a bit before I got there too. I don't think I had 30,000.
You may proceed. Your belongings will be returned when you leave.
Well, these guys didn't make it. You know, this is starting to look a lot like Fallout 3 with this color palette. Dale?
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Have you ever met Caesar?
I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lanius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant.
Tell me about the Legate.
He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the legionaries say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask in a battle. He killed one of my pack Brahmins simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though.
Yeah, I want to know about Dale.
Shoot.
Are you a part of the Legion?
No, sir. I'm an independent trader from Arizona.
Isn't it dangerous to trade with the Legion?
Not at all. They're my best customers. As long as you don't try to sell them chems or alcohol, they treat you fair. Hell, I don't even need to travel with guards most of the time in Legion territory. All the bandits are dead or run off.
Do you ever trade with the NCR?
Between having to hire protection and getting slapped with taxes, it's more profitable to stick to Arizona and New Mexico. But I do cross the river from time to time when an opportunity comes along.
Let's talk about something
All right.
else. What do you got for sale?
Have a look.
So he sells cards and a 9mm SMG drum. Chainsaw HD chain. Hunting rifle custom action. Laser rifle beam splitter. We actually might be able to do something about that. Primer box large pistol, varmint rifle, extended mags. And then these cards, which not sure what you would do with them, but we know he's here.
Be seen.
I don't have any caravan cards, so I could not play caravan. What, did you just slurp? How come he has a gun? He's got a pistol. Oh, who's that? Adam says he's gonna do free side missions before he kills Benny. Look at that pack. This is definitely an older way of doing things. Interesting.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Our way. Oh, look at, they even like program these guys to walk like they've got a huge load. That's cool. Why not use Brahmin?
I can't wait until they let me fight.
So they got children. Slaves! That's what Adam says. Oh man, look at how big their army is down there. That's not even counting all the ones that are already across the river. This is not looking good for New Vegas.
Hi.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite true to Kaiser.
Oh, just because I turned away a little bit? And more tents in here. This guy's sharpening. Oh wait, does the blacksmith do anything
Watch
special?
yourself, profligate.
No, he's just calling me a profligate. I don't appreciate that. You're an explorer.
You here to fight in the arena?
Although,
Then you're talking to the right man.
tell me more about this arena.
Such as?
Is this like the Fighters Guild in Oblivion? Who does the fighting?
Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself, hoping to get noticed by Caesar or the Praetorians. We pit slaves or prisoners against each other once in a while, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other.
What are the rules?
Light armor and machetes only. The challenger, the one who asks to enter the arena, may be pitted against one or more opponents. All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions.
What do you do?
I set up the fights, keep track of prisoners available, and make sure the arena's cleaned up.
Gross. That's enough about the arena. Let's talk about something else.
Like what?
Harsh. And this guy only wants to talk about the arena. What can you tell me about the Legate?
A great warrior. When he was but a recruit, I watched him kill 10 men in the arena with his bare hands. He doesn't feel
Not
pain,
looking forward to
and he never
ladies.
ever shows mercy. If all legionaries were like him, the Legion would be invincible.
See ya.
Go.
Got all sorts of stuff. What hides are those? They look a little Brahminy. But they could be other things.
Some of the camps are getting crowded.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. So this is the arena. And we must have to go around to go to the main tent.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Anthony, Master of the Hounds.
I had some questions.
Yeah?
Where does the Legion get its dogs?
We breed them mostly, but sometimes we get some good ones from Denver. That whole city is overrun with them.
I think I heard about that. You train these dogs?
Been doing it since I was a boy. The mongrels know to listen up when I start talking to them.
Adam says, taking Rex to get fixed for the king. And Waffle Master says, are you there to amass your robot army? Not here. I don't think they have any robots at Caesar's camp. What do you mean? Well, let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Nice dog.
Lupa. Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah.
This guy sounds a little too excited about dogs. What can you tell me about League Atlantis?
It took years for Caesar to conquer Lanius' tribe, and Caesar showed mercy to the survivors, allowing them to join the Legion. Had the positions been reversed, Caesar would be dead. Lanius is called the Monster of the East because he never, ever shows mercy.
Well,
Later,
we don't want that guy to take charge. Oh, look at that artillery. I bet you if we talk to the boomers, like, we could probably fix this for
Awe. True to Caesar.
Caesar's Legion, and Caesar's Legion would use it to destroy. There's the dam. Interesting. Just like staring at your dog. Game's
You
a lot
must
more
enter Caesar's tent
modern
alone.
than you think.
Anyone else must remain outside.
The building by the radio tower. Did I miss the radio tower?
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Oh. No, I know that, Cole. Just hold on. Alright, wait here, Eddie, I guess, because you can't come in. No one wants you. Guess I could have brought Veronica anyway.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man again.
The Burned Man? Who is this Burned Man? Benny! Hey, how you doing? Seem to have had better days, huh? What's up? You must be... What's on your wrist? You must be Caesar. Who's this guy? Lucius? Volpe Sinolta.
Our way, true to Caesar.
Alright. Wow,
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
How may I serve your legion, Caesar? What were you looking to start? Just let me deal with Benny and I'll be on my way. How do you know so much about me?
The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile.
Touché. See you later. Well, what are you saying I have to do?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
Well... And once I'm inside?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him. Come back when you've destroyed whatever you find down in that bunker.
Okay. Hey, Benny.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
It is pretty funny. Looks like you played past your abilities. I'll laugh later. We have business to discuss.
Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go?
He gave me the platinum chip.
Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas.
Maybe you should
here's
whisper?
what you do.
Oh.
You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig?
I want to know more about Benny.
I'm the most interesting person I know.
Okay. Was your tribe always called the Chairman?
No, in the way back we called ourselves the Boot Riders. Silly name, but that's how we rode the Mojave, dig? On our feet. We were nomadic badasses not to be trifled with. A gang of ruffians, though, with a certain panache. When House gave us the tops to renovate, his robots dropped off boxes full of suits and ties and wingtip shoes. Told us we were the chairman now. That caused an uproar, but I said the name sticks. Chow to the old ways, baby. Time to swing in style. If the shoes fit, you wear them.
Good point, Benny. Good point. How did Mr. House introduce himself?
We were east of Vegas when the first Securitron we ever saw rolled up on us. We junked it in a minute flat. The next day, 20 roll up. So we listened. Said we'd been selected. Vegas needed us to defend it. In exchange, we'd get cushy digs, full stomachs, medical treatment. Everything a nomad never gets, in other words. Most of the tribe thought we should say no. I thought it was the best idea ever.
So how long were you the head of the family?
7 years. Took over 3 days after Mr. House introduced himself. Our chief at the time, mountain of a guy named Bingo, wanted to stay nomadic. I disagreed, so he challenged me to the knife. He looked so surprised when I stuck that knife in his neck. Thought he was so tough, but he was so slow. That's how I made chief. It's how things were back then.
What happened after you fled the tops?
I prefer the term relocated.
Fled?
It took every stealth boy I had to cross the river at Cottonwood Cove. That was a close shave, riding a boat full of Legion boys. Once I was across, I changed into a uniform. I swiped off a dead legionary outside Nelson. Tried to sneak into the bunker, but that didn't work out. They found the chip. I wasn't gonna tell them what it was used for, but let's just say they were persuasive.
Let's talk about something else,
Go
Benny.
on.
Caesar says I get to decide how you die.
Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning?
Crucifixion is an option. Maybe we should fight it out in the arena, fair and square. Something bad could happen to you right here. What if I helped you escape? What would you do,
Sweet
Benny?
offer, baby, but if you cut these ropes, every legionary in this camp's gonna come running. With machetes. Now, on the other hand, if I had a stealth boy and a bobby pin, I could see myself out. Know what I mean?
I am so like, what happens if we release Benny? Does he just disappear completely? I think I've had him killed every single time. Yeah, what will you do next?
Baby, if you show me the door to Scramsville, that's where I'll go. Out of your hair, never to return. I've been a fink to you. Caused more than my share of grief by a hard mile. Let me go. You won't see me again.
Yeah, crucifixion is the way of Caesar and he dies. But what happens if we free him? Alright, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Here's a stealth point in the bobby pin you need to escape.
Baby, your generosity and spirit of forgiveness? Off the charts. This little care package is everything I need.
Too late, Adam.
I'll take it from here.
And you'll pay for that. Another kill to my name.
Nope.
Come on.
That obviously was the wrong choice. Alright. Finish it. Come on. There we go. So even if you give him a stealth boy, and he's gonna escape by himself, he's an idiot, and immediately turns it on.
Spreading stories about the burned man again.
So I finally get to meet the...
Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep.
Even...
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep, we had this conversation. Alright, Benny. Well, I'm not freeing you.
Go ahead and laugh, baby.
No,
I
monster.
ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
Looks like you played past your abilities.
Didn't leave me much choice when you showed up. Like I said, you forced my hand. Down to brass tacks. How'd... Try not to smile so wide, baby. You... Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to do...
We could fight him in the arena. That'd be different.
Yeah. To die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-star broads. You'll set that up? Look, I ain't a harbor for illusions. I ain't expecting to get out of this shindig alive. That's why I'm trying to hand you my scheme, baby. It's called having a legacy.
Interesting. How do you feel about crucifixion?
Yeah, real popular around here. It's a crowd pleaser.
I've noticed.
You do that for me, baby? Don't tease if you don't mean it. Ta-ta.
Well, Adam wants him crucified.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker. Not before.
Okay. What about Lucius?
I'll wait. It is a great honor for anyone outside the Legion to get an audience with Caesar.
Is there anything that you need me to do? Is there anything you can tell me about the Legate?
He's the best warrior in the Legion. A full legionary by the time he was 12, he's never lost a battle. Had the Legate been in command during the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Legion would have won. I have no doubt about that.
Are you the Legion's second in command?
No. Legate Lanius is Caesar's second. The Legate replaced the Burned Man after the Legion's defeat at the dam several years ago.
Tell me about the Burned Man.
The Burned Man was Caesar's advisor and general when the Legion was originally formed. The Burned Man led us to a disastrous defeat at the dam. On Caesar's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon.
Oh, wow.
Caesar has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again. And so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man.
I've noticed you don't carry a gun.
It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most.
True.
However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike before he can react.
Okay. Can you teach me the Praetorian unarmed technique? That's kind of interesting. I didn't know they had that. I have some general questions for you.
I'll answer if I can.
How'd you end up joining the Legion?
When I was a boy, the Legion conquered my tribe. I was chosen for training as a legionary. I fought in many battles for the Legion. Eventually, Caesar chose me to lead his Praetorian Guard. It was a great honor.
Adam says Josh will mop the floor with these guys. Who's Josh? Oh. Duh. What happened to the rest of your tribe?
The girls and women were enslaved, and many of the men and boys were also chosen to become legionaries. The rest were killed.
So you don't hate the Legion for what it did to your tribe?
We were savages. The Legion raised us up, made us better than what we were.
Well, I have other questions.
What did you want to talk about?
You mean Jojo Graham Cracker? I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
See you later.
Wale.
Wale. What the? What the? However, routine surgeries. Anybody else think that Caesar's dying? Adam, I know these things, Mr. Spoil Sport. Just spoiling everything in the chat for me, who knows it, Cole, who probably knows it, and Carissa, who doesn't know it. Should be right next to us, right? It's down over there. Alright. It's your job to save Caesar? No, I'm not saving Caesar. Screw the Legion. I will mod you.
Hey, anything going on?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I guess I took the wrong.
True to Caesar.
Never mind. Maybe there's another door. Do it, see if I care. You don't challenge Adam, Carissa. Oh, there's that tower you're talking about, Cole. Well, the NCR would love to know what we have seen today.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man again.
There's that Burned Man again. Love you guys. We love you too, Adam. Hey, I'm supposed to go in here. Hold up. Is this your first time playing? No,
Caesar has
hold up.
permitted your
It is
weapons
not
to
my
be
first
returned
time
to you while
playing.
you serve him.
It is... I've played several playthroughs, but this is just the first one that I've played in front of people. And I'm trying to explore all the different things that I've missed before, all the different conversations, because I've watched a lot of lore videos on YouTube, and so I know a lot more than I've played, probably. Give me back my weapons.
Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
But welcome, Hold Up. Glad you could make it here.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man again.
Some of the slaves. Alright, you guys be cool. If he didn't have the chip, how did he know that the door was here? Yo! That looks familiar. And this is a vault? Hold on, Mr. House. Obviously...
Well, you're here ahead of schedule. I suppose it's just as well. This is where I wanted you to end up after all. I knew I could rely on Caesar to give you back the platinum chip.
What makes you think Caesar gave me the chip? You wanted me to come down here? What are you doing here? What is this place?
It's a facility I built many years before you were born. You might think of it as a kind of barracks. You'll understand soon enough.
Okay. Caesar wants me to destroy this place.
Was that meant to be a shocking revelation? Of course Caesar wants it destroyed. He's afraid of what the bunker might hold, and rightly so. But you're not going to do that. You're going to do the smart thing, and work for me.
That's true. What do you want me to do?
The platinum chip is a data storage device. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at.
Great. The bunker. Well, what will you do with your Securitrons?
My army will do what an army does best. Defend territory from invaders and maintain order.
Great. I'll upload the data.
Good. I won't hold you up any longer.
We didn't grab... I'm gonna go back and grab Eddie. I forgot to grab him. And we're definitely gonna need Eddie to tank for us. In fact, we need Veronica too.
Caesar has forbidden you to leave until you
No!
carry out his will in the great underground vault.
I need more time to prepare.
Very well. I must confiscate your weapons.
That's okay.
Speak to me when you are ready and I'll...
That's fine. We can at least bring Eddie. We didn't force Veronica to come with us. Man, just left Eddie at the Caesar's, or at his camp, at the Legionary camp. Sorry, Eddie, you're gonna have to find your way home. Let's go, buddy. Yeah, I need your help. I don't want to have to do any of the fighting, if I'm being honest. I do what I must. Hoppity hop hop hop. And hold up. Arcade cannon will shoot you up if you team up with them. Arcade cannon will shoot you up if you team up with them. What does that mean? Or do you mean the artillery cannon? Oh wait, we need to talk to him to get our stuff back. Yo, I want my weapons.
Are you ready to proceed into the underground vault?
Yeah.
Done.
We have plenty of these. We'll start with the All-American and we'll transfer. We'll hit up some that. I have not met up with Arcade Cannon. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember that at all. Oh, Ganon from the followers? Yeah, no, I haven't used him yet. Status log. Radiation leak, maintenance bot, power surge, maintenance bot, moving to security alert level 1, Protectrons, turret activation. Sentry bots on standby. Turret status, they're active. Protectron status, active. Sentry status, on standby. Well, they're probably...
Do not attempt to flee.
Sit down. Ha! He's pretty OP. Nope, right now we had Veronica. So we're gonna have to go do Brotherhood of Steel. Probably not today, but Thursday. Sentry bot terminal. No. Nope, can't do anything there. Ooh, we might be able to hack these though and turn off some other things. Expedition. 5 out of 10 correct. Adam says that he's talked to him but not recruited him. Yeah, I haven't recruited him yet. Knighthood? 1. Everything. 1. Alright, let's hack. Ganon's a conversation alone. Come on. Is Ganon everyone's favorite follower? He seems mighty popular. Nothing there. Ooh, big one. Well, Expedition was the first one. And that was 5 out of 10. So I'm guessing the shun at the end is where it's at. Tartar sauce. So he's the most useful companion because he's smart and he can heal you. But what if I spec into all the smart stuff? And then I just bring fighters with me so that I can stand behind them. Commission was 3 out of 10. Occupation. Oh, okay, alright, better to be lucky. Adam says you can get some power armor from him as well. Do I need to get power armor trained? Because I tried to put on the power armor that I gave to Veronica, and I could not wear any. Canceled the security alert. Sweet. His family armor? He has... That sounds cool. Well, you guys didn't tell me there was power armor involved. Now I gotta go get him. I was gonna do Cass before that, because she has the connection to the caravan, and plus that other one. The other, the Crimson Caravan, and then, like, I have to take her to the Van Graffs, and she's gonna get rid of them for me. Breaking, 2 out of 8. Fanatics, no. Cleaning, 3 out of 8. Pristine. Claiming. Adam says, ye Enclave Remnants armor. What? See, I didn't know that about him. I hadn't done his quest that far. We got a lot to do. Well, it was none of those, so let's see. Boom. Alrighty. Almost missed that one, huh? I don't know what it is about this hacking, but I really enjoy it. I think it's the clicking. Well, we'll have to go get Ganon and convince him that following us around the wasteland is a way better idea than helping people in Freeside. We got a lot of hack stuff this time. I guess this one's average compared to the other one was supposed to be like advanced or whatever. Okay, duds are removed and we're left with contains and hey! Once again. Pro hacker. Turrets reverting to standby mode. So I can't deactivate them. Shh, just wait. Gonna get some poisoning here pretty quick. Grenade box. Eddie, I'm gonna have some stuff for you to carry, it looks like. Power fists. Hold up, you have to head to the crashed vertibird in order to get his first conversation with him. Okay. We're gonna do, so that's gonna be that's gonna be a while from now, but I'm sure everyone will remind me when I get there. We're gonna do Brotherhood of Steel first, go talk to them, try and convince them not to be what they are, and they'll probably just not listen to us. But it'll finish Veronica's quest. And then I want to get Cass going, because she's got several quests that I already have activated. Do you have the other plasma rifle, Eddie? Nope. Oh, these are all the protectrons. And we turned off the turrets. Upgrade the Securitron armor. Man, there's turrets everywhere. What's this? Oh, wow. Standing a little close, buddy. Oh no. We're definitely getting some radiation. Oh, there's tons on the other side too. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to follow Mr. House. He obviously has planned accordingly. Except for these robots should be doing some repairing. If the bunker's power regulators are destroyed, its reactor core will overload in a matter of seconds with catastrophic results. We could blow up Caesar's Legion for everyone.
Move along, please.
You move along.
Move along, please.
Systems room. Seems like the right place. I think it's creepy how close they stand. Yeah. Like that ka-chunka stuff. Hold up, I want to play Fallout New Vegas once again on hard. So Adam's playing Fallout New Vegas again, and Cole, Waffle Master's playing New Vegas again. So Do it, and then you can tell us what you're doing different from what I'm doing. I think Adam just plays it at the same time I play it. What was I doing? We were checking... He's not gonna be happy. I've played on hardcore before. Bring the platinum chip to Mr. House. Okay, so I guess we report back to Mr. House. Well, that wasn't so bad. Fallout New Vegas, great game. Great game. Definitely a different vibe from all the other Fallouts. Are they moving? Watch out, watch out. Nope.
Your work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
You have to make your character healthy due to water or food levels. Seems like a lot of effort.
Your work here is done.
Oh,
You have...
We're playing Conan Exiles and it has very similar, like, water and food, but I feel like, and maybe this is just me, I feel like, Bethesda, I guess Obsidian made this one, so maybe they put the survival in it, but I really didn't like Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or Fallout 76's like survival, or Skyrim survival for that matter. The battle was most difficult because the way stims work. Because you can get over... Oh, because they slowly revive you instead of immediately. Funky. Let's check our radiation. Not that bad.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again.
Here you go.
You're free to leave.
Let's go lie to Kaiser. Let's just hope that he doesn't, like, you know, try and kill me. That would be super uncool. And I like how no one's going to check that I did it.
Awe. True to Caesar.
The only problem is if they crucify
You must
Benny.
enter Caesar's tent.
Oh my gosh. Eddie, you want to wait here? Hopefully this time I don't forget you. If they crucify him, I don't think I can get his suit. He's still there.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done.
I think you're
There
blurry
are
'cause
rewards
my
for doing as I command.
Psycho.
Today, your reward is vengeance. You get to decide how Benny dies.
You already said that.
Go to Benny. Let him know what you've decided. My Praetorians will perform the execution. Unless you want to perform it yourself.
I have to do it with a machete. I feel like it'd be a lot better with a gun. Can I set him free?
You need to work on your bloodthirst. We won't speak again until Benny is dead. Walk
Okay.
away if you want, but if you do, he's going up on a cross. You're still making a choice.
Punch him. My punches are like a 44 bullet, 44 karat gold bullet. Eating some soup? Is it good soup, Adam? I feel like soup. It's raining outside today. Man, what do I want to level up? Sneak is horrible. Science isn't bad. Lockpicks could be better. Good soup! Carissa. Put 5 in here. Put 5 in here. With the 2 extra, we will put them... Adam says on the cross with him. Hold up says it's cold where I live. We're based out of Provo, Utah, so it's about to get really cold. Adam says it's sunny over there. Aww. And there's actual oxygen in Washington. None of this dirty stuff we have to breathe in Utah. Throw some science in there. And let's pick a perk. Washington. Spokane. Robotics expert. You do additional 25% damage to any robot. Weapon handling, weapon strength requirement of 2. Lowers your normal. Tag was select a 4th skill. That might not be the bad one to choose right now, actually. As a purifier of the wasteland. Robotics. Alertness. Night person. Fight the power. Can you just terrify people? Sneering imperialist. All your weapon equipment. It's not that big a deal. Grunt. Honest infantry work. 25% more damage with 9mm and 45 auto pistols. SMG service rifle. Light machine gun. Frag grenades. Meh. Commando. Your VATS is significant. We don't even really like use VATS. Vigilant recycler. Lead belly. Gunslinger. Let's do the comprehension perk. You gain the bonus of reading magazines. Cannibal. Junk rounds. And shining armor. Beams reflect off the mirror like finish off your gleaming armor. You gain an additional 5 damage threshold against energy weapons while wearing any metal armor, plus 2 while wearing reflective eyewear. We're gonna do Gunslinger because we have that cool pistol. But that's just VATS, and actually I don't care. So we're gonna do... Adam says, what kind of weapons are you using? I've been using energy weapons. I switched to energy weapons. My guns are at 50, which is fine. But I have... There's nothing that was about energy weapons. So I'm going to do tag. And then pick another... Jump that to 70? What about my lockpick? That'd be a nice one to jump to 70. Science. We could just almost be done with science. Can't pick speech, can't pick guns, and can't pick medicine. So, let's jump up in energy weapons. Yo, Benny, it's not looking good for you, buddy.
What did you find down there?
Hundreds of Securitrons, all of them upgraded now, just like Mr. House wants.
So, all this time, the old man had an entire army on layaway?
Mm-hmm.
Clever player.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine the look on Baldy's face when those Securitrons come pouring out on Judgment Day. I'd pay to have that bronzed. So all you gotta do is talk to Yes Man. Figure out how to set things in motion. Make Vegas a town I would have been proud of, baby. Let it swing.
Level 50 moment on PlayStation 3. I have to decide what happens to you
I
now.
see. And how's that gonna happen?
I want your suit, Benny. So I'm gonna have to kill you here now.
I see. Keep it simple, eh? Around here, it's one of the better options.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could be crucified, which is what Adam wants. I could crucify you instead.
Don't do that, baby. Not crucifixion. I could be up there for days with those twisted creeps laughing and pointing.
Pass the time thinking over your mistakes. Let's do it right now. Close your eyes if you want.
Nah, I'd rather see it coming. Do it, baby. Make it clean.
This is why we couldn't bring Veronica. I wish they gave me a pistol. Alright, Benny. You wanted this, Kaiser! Ah! That didn't even kill him. He didn't even flinch. Benny, die. Benny's not dying. Die, Benny. Benny. Kaiser, he's just not dying.
True to Kaiser.
Benny, finally. How many hits was that?
A fair kill.
Oh, hold up. I was just thinking about Fallout New Vegas. So I just decided to check out on live section. And we showed up. All right. We've been going like 3 weeks now, so that's awesome. Yes. And yes. Sweet, sweet Maria. Barter and speech. You just thought it, and our stream popped up. Teach me this power. Well. Hi, Caesar.
I'm sure you found Benny's demise pleasing. The destruction of an enemy? There are few things more satisfying. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you.
I'll eliminate Mr. House for you. I have some questions. I'm done working for you. What's that machine in your tent?
It's called an auto-doc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science.
True. I have some questions to ask.
What did you want to know?
Are your bodyguards special in any way?
My Praetorians embody the martial ideals of my legion. Each one of them has done enough conquering and killing to deserve the rank of Centurion. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the invitee chooses whichever current guard he thinks is weakest and challenges him. The fight is to the death. It keeps them from getting complacent.
Interesting. So how long has Lucius been the head of the Praetorians?
Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. He was a subordinate guard for 8 before that. No invitee has dared to challenge him yet. Maybe it's an issue of respect. He is getting on in years.
Well, let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
Tell me about Vulpes Inocta.
Vulpes is the best of my frumentari. A remarkable individual from an unremarkable tribe south of the Utah. He was brought into the Legion as a boy. Survived training. Fought well enough as a legionary to be promoted to the rank of decanus. Then in battle against an unimportant tribe, he broke ranks and led his contubernium through a hole in their defenses to capture its chieftain. Well, his Centurion wanted him crucified for disobedience, so I made him a frumentari.
Okay. So what do these frumentari do?
Whatever I require. Infiltration, assassination, dramatic atrocities to break the spirit of the enemy, etc. They're mentally flexible.
Etc.
They operate behind enemy lines for extended periods, imitating the enemy's customs without becoming sullied. In all these things, Vulpes is a master.
So he's a spy.
What else did you want to know?
I heard rumors of your League Atlanteus. What's his story?
Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield commanders. Some might call him a great man, but I'm not sure he qualifies. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hydebarks, a tribe of the Arizona. Maniacal in battle. Sometimes he'd ambush Legion patrols by himself. When after several months we found and surrounded the Hydebarks camp, their chieftain raised a banner of surrender. The warrior, who was not yet Linnaeus, went insane with rage. He struck down his chieftain and attacked his own tribe.
What happened then?
He killed 15 before they brought him down. He didn't die, obviously. I had him tended to. He was maimed, most of his face torn off.
Ouch.
It was days before he regained consciousness. When he did, I went to his bedside and showed him the helmet I'd had forged to cover his face. I said he could have it if he'd fight for me. He accepted, on condition that he be allowed to kill the surviving males of his tribe. I said, make it the adult males, and you have a deal.
Sounds more like a savage than a general.
Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal, too, but only to me. He has no love for my legion. But this has its uses. He has no attachment to his men, no compunction about battlefield losses. All he cares about is destroying the enemy. When another legatus or a centurion fails to achieve results, I send Linnaeus to make things right. His first step is to beat the failed commander to death in front of his assembled troops. Then he orders the ritual of decimatio.
What is decimatio?
It means decimation. But in ancient Rome, the word had a very specific meaning. A punishment for cowardice. The legionaries are lined up in ranks. Every 10th man steps forward and is beaten to death by his brothers.
Jeez.
It instills a certain robust obedience.
It sounds a little intense, don't you think? Well, so Linnaeus is going to lead the assault on Hoover Dam?
Yes. This time my legionaries will be more frightened of the commander behind them than the enemy before them. There will be no failure this time, no retreat, no years of gathering slaves and resources for another assault. With Linnaeus to drive the Legion forward, the dam will be taken. It will be our bridgehead across the Colorado.
So, why did you guys lose?
It's not going to happen again. That's all I have to say about it.
I've heard that the commander of the first battle called the Burned Man.
And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of Caesar. Change the subject.
Okay.
What else did you want to know?
How'd you capture Benny?
I'll hand it to that piece of shit. He was determined. He used some kind of old-world stealth device to get across the river in a Legion boat. Seems the device ran out of juice once he got here, but he was dressed like a legionary. He was caught just outside the weather station. See, thing is, he didn't change his hairstyle. To go to all that effort and fail because you're too vain to muss your hair.
So, what happened after he was caught?
He was brought before me along with the platinum chip. That's how I knew he wasn't some kind of profligate infiltrator. Benny tried to sell me a story, but Lucius has a way of coaxing the truth out of captives. Everything just comes spilling out.
Okay.
What else?
What do you think of the NCR?
Do you want my opinion as a former citizen?
What?
Or future conqueror? Actually, my opinion's the same either way. As a young man, I was taught to venerate President Tandy of Shady Sands, the founding mother of the new California Republic. Did you know her presidency lasted weakness, not its strength?
Just got that glitch again where it restarts the live stream timer. What is that? That means when I close it, it's gonna freak out too. I guess we'll have to find out. Well, how is the NCR weak?
Greed runs rampant. The government is corrupt, accepting bribes from Brahmin barons and landowners to the detriment of citizens. The NCR is a loose conglomerate of individuals looking out for themselves. It's lost virtue. No one cares about the collective, the greater good. It's not built to last. I'm just hastening the inevitable.
Surely the NCR is a powerful foe.
Of course. The most powerful my Legion has faced. Also the first to which I am ideologically opposed. Until now, every tribe I've conquered has been so backwards and stunted, enslavement has been a gift bestowed upon them. My conquest of the Mojave will be a glorious triumph, marking the transition of the Legion from a basically nomadic tribe to a genuine empire. Just as my namesake campaigned in Gaul before he crossed the Rubicon, so have I campaigned and will cross the Colorado.
So you fancy yourself the actual Kaiser, or at least his descendant, or predecessor, or something.
What else did you want to know?
What do you know about Mr. House?
I know he's a coward, hiding behind an army of robots ensconced in that tower of his like a wizard in one of those Rognak comic books. Some say he's a man, others a machine. I don't care. He's in the way.
Wow. Chris says, yeah, I got the loading circles for a second, but it seems to be fine now. Don't mess with OBS until the stream is over. I'll look up why it keeps doing that. Yeah. We'll just find out, I guess. Let's talk about something else.
What else did you want to know?
What role will regional powers play in the conflict? How did you rise to power?
Ironically, I was born a profligate myself, a citizen of the NCR. My family lived not far from the Great Boneyard. After raiders killed my father, my mother sought the followers' protection. I was 2 years old. She found work at their library, cooking and cleaning. I learned how to read, and soon I was taking courses, free of charge.
So you were a follower of the apocalypse?
Oh yes, raised in that tradition. And the teaching stuck. I was taught it was my responsibility to bring the torch of knowledge to the waste. I may have taken the torch part more literally than they intended.
So what changed you from a follower to a dictator?
When I was 20, the followers sent me east to Grand Canyon. It was my first expedition. Just me and a physician named Calhoun. As an anthropologist and linguist, my assignment was to learn the dialects of the Grand Canyon tribes. What a fucking waste of time.
So why would learning these dialects be a waste of time?
If you think it's worthwhile to make smart people learn how to talk like backward savages, you're a follower of the apocalypse. Or an idiot. Anyway, we met up with a Mormon missionary who already knew a bunch of dialects. Joshua Graham. He was supposed to teach me, but before that went too far, the Blackfoot tribe captured us to hold us for ransom. They were a backward bunch, but the real problem was they didn't know how to fight.
So what was wrong with the Blackfoot?
The Blackfoot were at war with 7 other tribes, each just as pissant as they were. But outnumbered like that, they weren't going to last long. It's one thing to be taken hostage, another to be lashed to a sinking ship. So over Calhoun's objections, I decided to take certain steps.
Yep, he was an Elder Graham. Don't worry, Carissa, there's a whole DLC where you get to find out about, like, Joshua Graham and some Mormons. It's interesting. Well, it's blurry? Oh, it's clear on my end. Maybe that... What steps did you take?
I taught them how to use the guns they already had, how to strip and clean them, how to breathe when pulling a trigger, how to reload ammunition. They looked at me like I was some kind of a sorcerer. So I taught them how to make explosives and started drilling them on small unit tactics. If there's anything I learned as a follower of the apocalypse, it's that there's a lot of good information in old books.
Hold Up says it's fine on his end. Adam says it's good. Our internet farted out for a second. So what happened after you trained those Blackfoots?
Divide et impera. Divide and conquer. I led the Blackfoot against the Ridgers, their weakest enemy. When they refused to surrender, I ordered every man, woman, and child killed. When next we surrounded the Kaibabs, and they likewise refused, I took one of their envoys to the Ridgers' village and showed him the corpse piles. This was new for the tribes, you see. They played at war, raiding each other, a little rape and pillage here, a little ransoming there. I showed them total warfare. Like I said, there's a lot you can learn from old books.
So what happened to the tribes?
Kaibabs joined me, and the Fredonians after that. All the pissant tribes with names that should be forgotten. I knew from the start I'd need to eradicate this plague of tribal identities, replacing them with a monolithic culture, a uniform identity. So that's what I did once my confederation of tribes was large enough. I crowned myself Caesar and created a single great tribe, my legion. I sent Calhoun, the follower captured with me, back west with a message that I should not be interfered with. Joshua Graham, the Mormon interpreter, stayed with me and served as my first legatus.
And since forming the Legion, all you've done is conquer other tribes?
That's right. Decades of warfare, absorbing lesser tribes, gathering power, forging the dross into a vast, razor-sharp scythe. My Legion's expansion has never ceased. Much of the Utah and Colorado and all of Arizona and New Mexico are mine. We have cities of our own, but nothing compared to Vegas. Finally, my Legion will have its Rome.
So you want to make... Interesting. I didn't know that. I guess it makes sense.
What else did you want to know?
What else can you tell me? Why is Caesar's Legion so strange?
I used Imperial Rome as the model for my Legion precisely because it was so foreign, so alien. I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to emulate the culture of pre-war America, the infighting, the corruption. Rome was a highly militarized autocracy that effectively integrated the foreign cultures it conquered. It dedicated its citizens to something higher than themselves, to the idea of Rome itself. In Rome, I found a template for a society equal to the challenges of the post-apocalyptic world, a society that could and would survive, a society that could prevent mankind from fracturing and destroying itself in this new world by establishing a new Pax Romana.
Interesting. So basically he's like, the Roman format will work a lot better for this world right now than the NCR format. Just because time period and considering where you're at and what technology you have. Interesting. I never thought of it that way. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Tell us about Pax Romana.
It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, homogenous culture that obliterates the identity of every group it conquers. Long-term stability at all cost. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production.
You're trying to sell that to Americans? Or I guess ex-Americans? Or the future Americans? So you'll destroy the NCR because you hate its inefficiencies?
No. I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's Hegelian dialectics, not personal animosity.
Interesting. So what are Hegelian dialectics? What are those?
How do I put this basically enough? It's a philosophical theory, the kind you might encounter if you took time to read some books. The fundamental premise is to envision history as a sequence of dialectical conflicts. Each dialectic begins with a proposition, a thesis, which inherently contains or creates its opposite, an antithesis. Thesis and antithesis. The conflict is inevitable, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis, eliminating the flaws in each, leaving behind common elements and ideas.
So what's dialectic about you and the NCR?
The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization descended to a level of ignorance that effectively set our cultural progress back to zero. The NCR has all the problems of the ancient Roman Republic: extreme bureaucracy, corruption, extensive senatorial infighting. Just as with the ancient Republic, it is natural that a military force should conquer and transform the NCR into a military dictatorship. Thesis and antithesis. The Colorado River is my Rubicon. The NCR Council will be eradicated, but the new synthesis will change the Legion as well. From a basically nomadic army to a standing military force that protects its citizens and the power of its dictator.
So I basically have the ability to curb your entire operation. A hold up said his phone just crashed. That's not good.
What else then?
I'm done working for you.
Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Well, you're not a very nice person. I don't even want this. Keep it.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the...
Let's get out of here, Eddie. Caesar ended up being not a very nice guy. Well, let's, I guess go pick up Veronica. Caesar is a bad boss. He should learn from Jordan. Jordan's a good boss. No, what am I doing? I'm doing...
Welcome back to the
New Vegas forever!
The show within my opinion, which I
Our way.
respect.
True to Kaiser.
Kaiser's just a jerk. NCR is just trying to introduce so many laws and rules. Mr. House is where it's at.
Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. One more story for you. Caesar's Legion continues to fortify its position in Nelson, where it remains a constant concern for Camp Forlorn Hope and
these
the
poor
nearby town of
slaves.
Novak. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity?
Hi.
Now come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being
At
mad
least
about the
NCR
boy.
let It's been pretty fun on PC.
Mr. New Vegas, thank you very, very much for listening. All the latest news coming your way right now. Scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility.
Let's go talk to Mr. House, and then we'll probably call it a day. I will give her address. I need to. I had one. In fact, maybe we can go get it.
Do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. Mojave, mo problems. Am I right? Ladies and gentlemen,
I need to get her address.
Next song goes out from me to you.
I know I had... Remember those old ladies that attacked me, Adam? They all had dresses, and for some reason I didn't think to take one. Do we think one's there? Maybe? It's kind of over and out of the way. But we got a little time to kill. Got like 20 minutes. I should be plenty to go see if this dress is there. And then... Someone got dropped.
Lasers, plasma, pistols, grenades.
Oh, hold up. Oh? Yeah, we got attacked by... I do have Wild Wastelands on. So you know what? Do you know what that granny attack is from? What that is a reference to? Is it a reference to the Golden Girls? Veronica has to have a dress because she wants a dress. And I think it'll make us, it'll like advance our quest line with us or something. But every time you go to give her something, she's like, is it a dress? And every time I'm like, no. It's stuff for you to carry. So she wants a dress, we'll get her a dress. I know, right? She has power armor and she wants a dress. She needs a better helmet. I almost liked her better with her space helmet. It does not look like those bodies are there anymore. Nope. She'll give you a gift of punch. I don't think it's a direct reference to Golden Girls. I just thought it was funny because it was a bunch of old ladies. It reminds her of her girlfriend. Ooh. Bummer. So they despawned. It's not gonna go well for you, buddy.
I've had worse.
Sup? Yep, I know. I know we went past the Brotherhood of Steel to just go talk to Mr. House. But can you blame me? I know the Brotherhood of Steel are just gonna be whiny. Like, at least in Fallout 4, they're like, I'm on a purpose. I'm just gonna be racist and kill everyone else because they're not us. But like in this, they're just like, just a bunch of whiners. It's the penthouse, right?
Be advised, the Lucky 3 is not open to the general.
I take it you've come to deliver the platinum chip?
Here you go.
Such a small thing, isn't it? And yet so capacious, so very dear. Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made.
So, what happens next?
A great deal shall be happening. A cascade of events with you taking a central role. At the moment, however, all you need to do is take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level. What you see there will help you understand the significance of what you accomplished at the fort.
Public. Trespassers will be shot.
What?
Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glassinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground and air targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss.
That was cool. But Hold Up says those old ladies
Trips
are
to
in
the
reference
basement
to
are
the
rarely
mod
so
smugglers.
educational, don't you think?
Don't know it.
I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters, and I must say, it's causing quite a stir down on the strip.
So, what happens next?
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam.
Okay, so what's the next step?
Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base, resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. They have several howitzers they fire at anyone who dares approach the base. Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the Boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion.
Sounds like a good idea, so I'll make sure they support the right side.
Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable. Recently, one of my roaming Securitrons observed a man near the base studying the pattern of its artillery fire. Maybe he's learned something.
Good to know. Sweet. So we gotta get the Boomers involved. We gotta do this one first. So let's get out of here. Spooky noises. Where's this gravesite? Do you mean in the Boomers area, or? What's up, guys? Coming? No?
Aw, just when the standing around.
You guys following, or is it glitching again like it did last time? Ooh, spoopy. Alright. Well, good to know. What do we have on us? We're like pretty close to overweight too. Ooh, Maria. It's in the boomers. Alright. Well, next time when we go to the boomers, you're gonna have to be there, hold up. 5 to 7. Monday and Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursdays for Fallout. Monday, Wednesday we play Chrono Trigger. But we gotta go help out Veronica. Unless there's any other quests we got here. Side bets. Haven't done those yet. Eddie, my love. Return to Yes Man. Okay, so we want to go down here. And we'll start here. Those powder gangers really don't like us. Use the thing I made when you tell people about the schedule. But Fallout New Vegas is mean and doesn't like it. The schedule will be at the end too. Sit down. And people like that I take out these power gangers. I thought the schedule was on the end screen. Oh, I guess not. I'll flash it up for a second. We're about done anyway. Eddie, can you hold this while I gather ammo for it anyway? Those. I think we're good for now. If you can hold that. And these. And that. Cool. You can hold a lot of stuff. Alright, we gotta go to Hidden Valley. Right up ahead. So we'll go ahead and find ourselves a little spot to save. Get up a little closer to Hidden Valley. A couple more minutes. Oh. I always start whistling. It's like just
The women of
put
New
on.
Vegas ask me a lot if there's a
Oh.
Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her.
Oh.
And you're still as perfect as the day we met. We've got some news for you coming right up. Traders from California are
See if
being
Hidden
turned
Valley
away
has
from
any
Mojave
ranch.
Outpost where the NCR is
It just
concerned about
might.
dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15.
I think we're right
In other news,
about where we need to be.
Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters.
Well, I know I just turned this on, but I gotta turn it off so we can let's get our save going. Come over here. Nope, didn't like that. How about that? Alright, and here's the schedule real quick. So we've put this together. We just thought we should let you guys know since we're doing 4 to 6. We've now changed from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. On Mondays and Wednesdays, we have Chrono Trigger. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've been playing some Fallout New Vegas. That's pretty much what's going on here at Barely Making Rent. Like, subscribe, follow, join us on all our platforms, and thank you for watching. It's been great to have everyone come out today, all the regulars and the new ones, calling you out. Hold up. Thanks, man. We love Star Wars here, too. Oh, man, it's already 7. I got some spaghetti waiting for me. As always, strive to be the best you can be. Become Hokage.